The objective of this video is to show you how to construct a frequency and relative frequency distribution, specifically using data which is formatted in multiple rows, multiple columns, as you see here. The following data represents the number of cars in a household based on a random sample of 50 households, and the range of numbers of cars per household is between 0 and 5. So in order to address this question, I've created a table, and the first column is number of cars. Well, we know the range is between 0 and 5. So you'll see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In order to calculate the frequency using Excel, we're going to use the COUNTIF command. And what that does is that in the case of how many households have 0 cars, and you see here I've just highlighted that there are 4, what the COUNTIF command does is it goes and searches the database for this integer value. So what you do is you start with an equal sign. You always start with that equal sign when using an Excel command. Start to type in the word COUNTIF. Click it when it appears. It asks for range and criteria. Highlight the range with your cursor, okay, comma. The criteria in this case is we're looking for how many within the sample have 0 cars. So we're going to click that cell, press enter, and there are indeed 4 samples where the households had 0 cars. Now we can do the same thing and repeat the same command for the remaining 5 numbers here. Or if you go back and click on the 4 and come up to where the argument is displayed, if you highlight the C6 to L10, and if you hit function key 4 and press enter, what you can do is you can then go back, click the cell, you see that little point there, you put your cursor on it, and you drag and drop all the way down. And basically in one drag and drop, Excel will populate the cells for the remaining numbers. A double check is, let's highlight all 6 rows, extend 1, go to auto sum, we should get 50, okay? So you want to make sure that we've captured all 50 data points here, okay? So basically we have 4 out of 50 instances in the sample that had 0 cars, 22 had 2 cars, and only 1 occurrence in the sample of a 5-car household. In order to calculate relative frequency, basically we want to divide each line, each frequency, okay, divide by 50. Okay, so we're going to hit equals, we're going to hit the cell, divide, and the constant in this case is going to be 50, so we type that number in. Similar to the frequency column, you can click the cell, you see that dot, put your cursor, drag and drop, okay, and those are the relative frequencies. To check your work, just like in the previous column, highlight, go 1 column, hit auto sum, we should get 1. If we get anything but 1, we've made a mistake. Okay, so we've done 1. Now, the last thing I want to quickly show you is how to chart or make a frequency chart. So I'm going to highlight number of cars and frequency. You go to insert, you go to recommended charts, and that sort of looks like what we want. I might go up top here and change the format, but basically here is a histogram, if you will, that reflects the number of cars per household and the frequency associated with each of these numbers. That concludes this video.